All right, we just saw The Surfer.
The Surfer.
I'd say the most what the fuck movie we've seen yet.
Yeah, by far.
Definitely, yeah. I actually enjoyed it a good amount, honestly. Like, I would give it a 7 or 8, I would say. So I think the reasons why, like, in a non-spoiler review for the beginning, and then like second half, I think we'll get into spoilers. The cinematography was stunning. There's a drug scene like three quarters through, I would say.
Yeah.
And it was one of the best ones I've ever seen in a film, to be honest. Like the spinning, the eyes enlarging. It was just really visceral. The sound design was pretty good. I just like the overall theme too, which I don't really want to get into. But I like the theme regarding it, and it kind of is like, it's almost like the film kind of feels like a weird satire of people that take like a hobby so much, right? Like, let's say you have wrestlers and they love going to the specific gym and wrestling, and anyone else that tries to come and wrestle or use the gym, they're like, get the fuck out. We love this is our culture, this is our lifestyle. It's like almost a satire on the people that take their like sport or hobby or something along those lines super serious and won't allow others to partake unless they are showing similar signs of devotion to it, in a way. So the negative was definitely Nicolas Cage's acting, but honestly, like, how trippy and weird and uncanny this film is, I dare say it was complimentary to the film.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
I don't know, like, the ending 10 minutes, I'm gonna have to really think, because there was a big big plot going on, and like, as the film's evolving, I'm like, okay, I know what's going on. I think I can see things piecing together, and then the final 10 minutes happens, like, what? Wait, actually, what? And then it just ends. So I'm gonna have to really think on that. But yeah, I would give it an 8 out of 10 with no spoilers so far.
8 out of 10. Okay.
I knew when I saw he pulled out his phone, bro, in this movie. I knew this motherfucker hated it when he did that.
I did not like this one. This one's not for me. I'll probably give it a 2. Like, I did not
Worse
like this
than
shit.
Ash?
Huh?
Worse than Ash, huh?
Oh. Yeah, it was worse than that.
Damn.
Yeah,
damn.
I thought they were going, like, I from the jump, I didn't like it. But then I thought they were going to go one way. I'm like, okay, if they go this way, I'm cool. They did not go that way. They took a right. I don't know how we got there. I just did not. I couldn't get with it. Like, I was going to hate on Nicolas Cage's acting, but I will agree, it definitely works for this type of film. This trip is like bad cadence. I'll give it to him. It kind of fits like the manic kind of aspect of this movie. I just couldn't follow it. I was just like, what the fuck's going on the entire movie. I don't even know like what shit was just weird.
Yeah,
it was
no,
just weird.
I just love this. I really did enjoy that film. Like, even so, like, the beginning, without really spoiling much, he gets to this beach and shit just starts going downhill. And it just goes in such a manner to where it's like, it's comical at times, and at other times it's like, he's like waking up, he's like, what the hell just happened? And then just some bad shit happens to him, and it's like, it's almost like a fever dream-esque.
Yeah.
Like, you have a nightmare of the worst type day possible, and it's like, just enough stuff makes sense to where it's like, oh shit, like, that's really crazy. Like, that seems like a really realistic nightmare of a horrible reality that I could go through.
Yeah, I was trying to liken this movie to his film Mandy, which is like that. It's like just like a what the hell's happening. But like, I felt like at least with Mandy, there was progression of the movie, and you could follow along from point A to point B. Here, just like point A and then back to point A at the end. I just don't know how. I really couldn't. I'm glad you found some meaning in this movie. I could not.
Yeah. So I guess averages out 2 and 8 Drops
5.
5. Yeah, 5 out of 10.
Gosh.
Yeah. All right, let's do spoilers
Okay.
now.
Okay.
Yeah. So no, I definitely thought the old man and Nicolas Cage were one.
And if they did that, I would have liked it a lot more if they did that. I thought we were gonna deal with like a unreliable narrator, and I was like, okay, cool, I can respect that. Like that scene where like I think he came out like the woods, and he saw the parking lot was empty, hence his car was gone.
Yeah.
And then the cop shows up, and the cop's like, I told you to get out of that car, and then the homeless person's car just appears there. I was like, oh, okay, maybe this is like where we're showing that he's, you know, he's going loopy. I'm like, okay, I can rock with this. Not the case.
And even that scene, like where like he sees the woman and they're looking at the photos and he sees his old car, like that. She never is like, yeah, you had a Lexus. She's just like, yeah. Like there's never explicit, like at first he's like, yeah, that's my car, and then the viewer sees his old car, but like the woman still looks confused in that scene.
Yeah.
So it makes it seem like, okay, from his eyes, he's seen his old car, but it's probably just the shitty one.
Yeah, and he could have, they could have played it off like maybe he was just standing in front of someone else's car when he took that picture. But no, the old dude was there, but was he there? He like
here's my theory. I think at the end it diverged to 2 different realities that could have been based off of his actions, right? The one that he chose, where he went down on the beach, was to continue suffering, right? When the guy gave him the option, like, do you want this food? He's like, I ain't taking shit from you. And in the other one, was like the homeless guy. You know how like earlier in the film he was like, yeah, I'm gonna trade these glasses, but I need something from you. Yeah. Like he was very much like I need something from you. He was like a taker. He was a leech, right?
Yeah.
He was a homeless man. And I think that was the iteration of him where if he had not suffered, what happened to him was he was perpetually stuck in that situation. While Nicolas Cage's iteration hit bottom of the barrel through his fucking hands, and then he was accepted as one. He suffered enough in their eyes, and so the 2 realities were kind of clashing. I think. I don't know. That's my only theory. And you saw the 2 realities take play at the end. The one where he had his kid and he went out, and then the one where the guy lost the kid. Oh, and then that's why his dog died, because maybe he had shot the dog in the other reality when he had the chance to shoot the dog at the water fountain.
All right, you might be onto something. But the thing is, like, with that level of theory, it makes it worth rewatching the movie.
Exactly.
I'm not rewatching the movie. That's not gonna happen.
See, I would. I liked it enough. Like, I thought the acting was good too overall. Like Nicolas Cage definitely spewed some fucking cringy ass lines.
Weird shit,
but everyone else was solid as fuck. Yeah. Everyone else was solid.
And that's the same case for the movie I mentioned, Mandy. Like it's like one of those like complete manic movies, and he acts like he acts, but it fits because it's such a manic movie.
Yeah.
So I mean, they picked him for a reason.
Yeah. I think like I'm trying to think of other stuff in it too. Yeah, I mean, and then there's the reason at the end was like he killed I guess it makes sense he killed the ringleader, but also like it makes sense then, you know, like he was his 2 realities were both at their breaking points, you know what I mean? The one who had given his all and he had sacrificed everything and was accepted into the tribe essentially, and the other one who just saw like more people join, and he saw another father and son, and even though he was content up there being a hobo and what all, that probably was his breaking point. He's like, that shit reminds me of my kid, like seeing the alternate reality where if I had suffered enough and I was with my kid down there, like I gotta go down there and fuck shit up too now. I don't know. I gotta watch YouTube videos on that. Yeah. Watch it again. Like, I don't know. It was just I really like the overall theme. Like, I didn't mention before, but the suffering to find, like, the true enjoyment of something. I mean, it was truthful in some ways. Like, Not to go on too much of a side path or tangent. I mean, but like in AmeriCorps, it was so shitty when I got out. I was like loving college, like being able to smoke weed again, being able to just like hang out with people I really enjoyed hanging out with, like doing what I want to, not working as long. Like everything was just so vivid and entertaining and engaging, and I felt so alive after having been devoid of joy for such a long time. And so it was cool, but on the other hand, it was like kind of like what I said earlier. It's like some people take that shit too serious, so it was like kind of balancing between like these guys are complete assholes who take their surfing too serious, to where like I kind of see where they're coming from, to where like this is their lifestyle, the beach. Like they don't want to do anything else than to be men who surf and live on the beach, you know.
Okay.
So it was like I respected some of it and then hated other parts of it. I don't know. I just thought that was a unique tale. Like I hadn't seen that done before.
It was definitely unique. It definitely was unique. I maybe it's just too artsy for me.
See,
I'm sticking to it too.
I thought after this convo, I thought maybe you'd up it like to 3 or 4.
No.
But I mean, that's
Maybe
fine. Because your whole thing, bro, is that a film has to try. Like there has to be passion and creativity and spirit behind it, and this had that.
Sure, I'll give you 3. I'll give you 3 for the try fact.
Okay.
So that's all you get though. That's all you get.
I'm just saying, like this shit was as far from a mainstream film as like
as you possibly could.
That's why, like the other day, I was like looking up reviews. Not that I wanted anything spoiled, obviously, just to see like what popped up, just like a non-spoiler free review. And I saw these old 2 ladies in the car, and they're like, "That shit was ass." They give it a 2 and a 3 out of 10.
Damn.
I'm like, yeah, they didn't know what they're getting into, you know.
Definitely not. I should have. I think
you should go film reviews with them, bro.
Yeah, probably. And now I'm thinking about more like that's how Nicolas Cage is with his like artsy movies. It's like you're either gonna hate it or you're gonna love it. I hate it. You love it. So that's just how it goes.
Yeah, you should check out Dream Scenario. That one came out a year or 2 ago.
Yeah.
And that's probably his best acting one. It's kind of like a Beau's Afraid, but a little bit more mild.
Okay.
It's not a. Did you see that one?
Beau's Afraid's amazing.
Yeah.
Beau's Afraid's amazing.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like. This is like kind of like that, but less crazy.
I gotta fight you on that one. There was a coherent story. I have a protagonist. I know where he's trying to be.
But it took a while. It took a while. Like there's so much weird shit, like the penis in that attic, bro.
Oh, 100%. But I feel like I feel like I could easily follow Beau's Afraid. Here, like if you cut out the whole middle section of this movie where you just have opening shot and then at the ending, the exact same. He's taking his boy out to surf. Takes his boy out to surf. Still has some trauma. Like no trauma was alleviated. No lessons were learned by him necessarily. That's it. So
I don't know. Yeah. I have to think about it more.
Well, and this is what movies are for.
Yeah,
They're supposed to make you question things and you're supposed to
That's why I liked it so much. Like I mean, like on one hand, like it was annoying how it ended, you know, and a lot of things about it, but on the other, like it really made me think like I haven't thought in a movie in a hot minute. So
3.
Yeah. All right, 3 and an 8. 5.5.
5.5. You're dragging the 3
Hey,
out
we got it up. We got it up, bro.
Dragging the 3 out of you.
Peace, YouTube.
Peace.